The Floating Bridge of Mist. In the mountainous region of Scotland, there is an ancient bridge called the Floating Bridge of Mist. This bridge spans a deep ravine, perpetually shrouded in thick fog. But it is not just an ordinary bridge, because the villagers believe that it appears only during the time of the thickest fog. And if anyone crosses this bridge, he may be taken to a world from which no one has ever returned. This story begins
when a group of explorers from Edinburgh decided to set out to investigate this mysterious bridge. They heard stories from the villagers that the Sky Bridge of the Mist was once an important place in the Middle Ages. But in the year 1645, a group,
people who tried to cross the bridge during the thick morning mist disappeared without a trace. Villagers say,
if anyone walks onto the bridge, he will see images of a city or village that does not exist. And if he decides to cross the bridge,
he will never come back. As the exploration team approached the ravine, the surrounding environment slowly began to show strangeness. Even without wind blowing, the vines and leaves around the ravine were gently moving, and the surrounding air seemed to change, almost palpable pressure. When they looked down into the abyss, they found that the thick fog covering the area reflected some inexplicable light, and in that silence, they heard footsteps coming from somewhere. At night, spooky events became clearer. While the explorers were setting up camp near the ravine, they found that the light from the torches could not penetrate. The fog rolled in, and in that darkness, they saw an image of a bridge that seemed to float above the ground. Some in the group reported that they saw the shadows of people in ancient costumes circling the camp. When they tried to shine their flashlights on the shadows, it disappeared into the air. The next day, an explorer found an inscribed stone left by the ravine. On the stone was a message that said, "Don't cross if you're not ready." The locals said, the Sky Bridge of the Misty Line used to be a place for mysterious rituals in ancient times. Some say that the bridge image appearing in the mist is not a real bridge, but a reflection from the past or the future. And if anyone tries to cross that bridge, he will be pulled in, entering an endless time. In the year 1780, the story of a man named Robert McGregor became talked about in the village. One night, many villagers saw Robert walking into the Heugh. He approached with a lantern in his hand, and as he looked at the image of the bridge that appeared, he paused for a moment before placing the lantern on the ground. After that, he walked onto the bridge, and no one saw him emerge again. The next morning, the villagers found his lantern placed at the edge of the ravine, and in the lantern there was a hastily written message saying, "Don't look for that bridge." Even though no one knows exactly what happened to Robert, but the villagers believe that he was lured by the image of a bridge in the fog to cross over and could not find his way back. Even after decades, the Floating Bridge of the Mist remains a place full of mystery. Many who try to enter, go explore, return with faint memories, and some never return.